It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he returns this to the 22.
How the fuck did my computer cut turfing?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape.
How is half your team a
superstar? They stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Hurts. Looking outside him, he's got a man.
Oh my God.
He's got the first down and more. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by James Bradbury. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it caught.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just
What the fuck?
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Prescott now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback rebuild here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about... credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Come on.
So
I
they
can't
accept
hide.
the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Just going to be short here, barely, maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 33 yards that time. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
No, bro.
And that is incomplete. The Eagles sit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big
No, bro.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh.
That is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. On play action, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
Oh.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Option play, here's Pollard. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He's got it complete. That's Schoonmaker. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Forced out to his left. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. St. Brown motioning left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 63. They go play action with Hurts. And this one incomplete, down at the feet of his receiver.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send
Both
you down
these teams
the coast
making their
now to
final
Orlando. That's
halftime
where we find
adjustments.
Jonathan
We're just about ready to get
with
back
our
to
EA Sports
football.
halftime
So for the call
report.
of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. In motion left comes Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
Oh, my
And his pass incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by
Good shit.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get this up past the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Caught me.
A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
He delivers another to get.
Good shit. Oh my gosh. Good job, Russ.
Dallas Goddard from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're going to speed things up here.
26 yards. First down, Dallas.
First down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh my
Looks
God.
like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 25 yards that time. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Try to do something like that.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from a yard out. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Shit.
And Prescott, his third interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
this pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a quick 6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
A nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down throw for Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action now. Prescott. That is caught. Schoonmaker. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time. He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense sent to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no